Everyone is so hot. But this ain't about them, this is about Severin's mom and dad, this specific playthrough. Just kidding, it is largely about the other people. I really, really adore the way that Azure Twilight writes these stories where everyone has their own motivations and they all rub up against each other's in the most interesting ways. They could be friends, they could be allies, one rude and rude, but they don't fundamentally change as people. It's just the decisions that they make. Anyhow, hi Chris! Welcome to Fantasia at Regime's End, the third Fantasia game. You don't need to have played the first two to appreciate this, I think. They do give a quick rundown at the beginning if you're new to the franchise, but I do so adore the first two. I adore this series so much. I was actually already planning on streaming this eventually once the remake of the first game comes out, because it was announced and it will come out, and I love it so much. But I was encouraged to play this one. The anniversary was just last month, just a couple weeks ago. Hi, J. Helmore. Fantastic otome game. Yeah, I remember live blogging this to Ed before. I said a lot about pegging during my live blog. I should probably hold myself back this time. Probably. Before we start, do you want a basic introduction to the world? Of course, you can also skip it since your story's brand new. Yeah, I'm good. Alright then. I'm going to tell you about this anyway. Back then, after Thanos was defeated, war broke out once again in several continents of the world. Most inhabitants believed that with no one there to instill fear into their hearts anymore, that the time for seizing all resources was now. No more common enemy, let's become each other's enemies. Many such cases. As such, a smaller scale war broke out between two other kingdoms on the opposite ends of the globe. Yes, this was a tale between Validine, an empire ruled by an elven king, Armand Thirmerus. I still say so. I don't cuss that often. And it's cussing that's important, right? And Requia, a kingdom ruled by a Navendel sultan named Hussein Kalfani. Navendel is one of the races in this world. You can kind of think of it as like a desert elf race. Long before all that, the sultan had a daughter. She grew up to be unrivaled in beauty and grace, and her smile brought warmth to everyone's hearts. Hi, Thossie. Well, I don't often pretend to swear either. This is because I'm a good bean, just like this girl is. She is such a good girl. Her name was Fatima. Things had begun to change in her world the day she met that young boy. Let me tell the story from the beginning. Look at her! Princess Fatima was playing happily in the castle courtyard as usual that day, when she noticed a maid rush by and leave a door to the outside unlocked. Woe, an unlocked door. The princess of the kingdom, she had always been restricted to the castle grounds, unable to see what the world was like beyond the castle walls. Her younger sister had only ever scoffed at the idea of going outside, claiming that the road was filled with dirty peasants. But just this once, Fatima tiptoed quickly toward the exit. You saw that animation that was definitely tiptoeing, and ran away. Chances like this never came twice, as they say, and so she went. Wow! The city outside was bustling with more people than she'd ever seen before. Much more so in the city's marketplace. Everyone stared at her naturally. Her royal garb seemed out of place amongst the tattered robes and cloaks everyone else was wearing. You could hear hushed whispers from them, but no one dared to come close, at least not until... She finally made her way downtown, walking fast, tiptoeing where the common people resided, without a noble in sight. Fatima didn't realize she was being followed until a gentle tap on her shoulder stopped her in her tracks. Hello, little lady. Might I kidnap you, please? What's a princess like you doing out in a place like this? A tall half-elf loomed behind her, touch soon turning into an iron grip, and he began to yank on the little girl's shoulder. Let me go? And knights in shining armor around to help you here, dearie. My Grom, get down to something Sultan's gonna have us killed. Another man appeared from the darkness. He was an Avondale, and he seemed to have a little more sense than his dark-haired companion. Literally, what are you doing here, bro? Not if no one finds out. Well, what are you gonna do anyway, Seller? You know that a war's about to break loose, right? If we can get her to Armand. Fatima's eyes widened. Her father had spoken ill of that elven king. What did he say again? Yes, Armand was a lazy, barbaric buffoon who has the audacity to ask for the Golden City's resources. Requie's capital, the Golden City, even in this majestic place where agriculture and resources thrived, dark alleys such as these still existed. I wonder if this is a sign of something being wrong with this kingdom. I'm sure it's nothing. Armand wanted to take over the city, but that had only been a rumor. Till now. Stop! The three of them were surprised when a young boy emerged from out of nowhere, his hands a sharp object that was passable as a shiv. Thank you so much for the sip. The redhead was an Avondale boy. His face was covered in dirt. He had visible scars on his arms, a street rat who had never felt comfort all his life. Get out of here, boy, or we won't let you live. I refuse to let you lay a hand on the princess. Are you doing good, Hope? Did Tabletop Simulator, bully you again? Do you want me to flip the table for you? You're outnumbered. Man's words were cut short. The boy wasted no time in talking, used a nearby crate as leverage to jump toward the man's face, and quickly put his hands up in front of himself, releasing his grip from Fatima's shoulder. Alas, it was too late. The boy's shiv sank into the man's palm, followed swiftly by a roundhouse kick to the man's stomach. The boy then shouted to the terrified princess, "Run!" Just dead in general, also gotta sleep soon. Alright, have a good night, Hope. Have a good morning, Hope. Chris briefly grew 4 eyes there. It's okay. She couldn't. It was the first time in her life she'd ever seen blood. Dang, should have killed that guy bloodlessly. Should have snapped his neck or something. That would have been much less traumatizing. You won't get away with this, boy. The boy turned and quickly dashed between the second man's legs, gripping him instantly. He maneuvered toward the princess and grabbed her hand, pulling her from the 2 screaming men. Follow me, I'll get you to safety. Fatima kept her mouth shut, and she followed the boy back to the castle, managing to open her lips only once they arrived. I feel you, Hope. Do it so that tomorrow will come sooner. Okay. I'm fine. Thank you for saving me. What's your name? I'm Malik. That was the day she met Malik. The young boy was rewarded with gold, but he refused and asked for a job in the castle instead, wanting to better his life. Turned out that he had a knack for fighting and quickly became a squire, then a knight, and he's extremely hot, just look at him. The young man's hard work propelled him through the ranks till he was promoted to Royal Knight, a position reserved for those of noble birth. Of course, this caused an uproar within the ranks itself, as everyone questioned Sultan's decision. However, anyone who dared to raise their sword against Malik soon realized why. Anyone except for Altair, the princess's bodyguard. Altair might also look familiar to you guys. Do you maybe remember the game about many things, but largely me setting things on fire? And it's Shinra's dad. The princess's wig. Yeah, Shinra was a character there, and this is his dad. I don't know if he will form Shinra and his sister in this timeline. There are many possible... By the way, I also adore in this game, the side characters can pair up with each other depending on the decisions you make. And there's lots of different shipping options. I love to ship. Like in the opening movie, you saw Fatima, in some romantic scenarios with all sorts of people. You can match Fatima with Altair, you can match Fatima with Zen. Zen is Severin's dad. that would prevent both Severin and Shinra from being born. Altair, you need to tell your son about allergies. That's right, Hope. I love ships. My favorite ship here would probably have to be the Ever Given. It could have been out of envy because Fatima's gaze always lingered on the young knight's chiseled figure, or simply because Malik never listened to him. Red and blue, you know how it is with red and blue. Leave at once, this is the royal palace. Yeah, but Princess Salma loves to collect rare seashells, and she always ordered them from my master. Look who it is! Aww. He's dressed so much more modestly in this one, and look at his high ponytail. The high ponytail is very important. It's of high importance. What is all this ruckus? Princess Fatima. I'm Zen, a wandering merchant, and Master Tahar's apprentice. Sure you remember him. Of course. My sister always buys Master Tahar's seashells. Where is he now? And the young demon shook his head. I'm sorry, but the master has recently passed away. Oh, my deepest condolences. You may enter. But Princess? Highness, we've never seen this man before, and Master Tahar's never brought or talked about this so-called apprentice. Of course he wouldn't. You think a demon like me can so easily enter the palace without raising eyebrows? Can't you try anyway? On second inspection, Fatima noticed that even though he looked human, he evidently had fangs and claws, and they're very hot. Look at his little snaggletooth. He probably really was a demon. The Sultan disliked demons, so there was unsurprisingly a low population of demons in Requia, as he barred most of them from entering the capital. But due to the lack of his demonic features, at least compared to others, he was presumably allowed residence. He's not breaking the law, right? He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't come to the castle while actively breaking the law. What are demons? Demons are vile creatures, milady. They came from the realm of Thanos and worked for the Dark Lord himself. Racism! Had Lady Valen of Seltris not destroyed Thanos, the demons might have enslaved us by now, and... Hold on, that's a generalization. Most of us didn't fight in that battle, we just wanted to live. For context, play the first and second games. I'm sure that's what you tell everyone. Believe all you want, but Master Tahar had actually wished for me to inherit his business, and... Part of war looming over our heads, we simply cannot let you in. Is there something we could do? How about this? A friendly voice greeted them from behind. It was the red-headed knight, out of his uniform again, no less. Red, blue, and green. Tough girls. Leave, Malik. This isn't your concern. And what is with that gaudy outfit? Done with my duties today. I couldn't help but overhear y'all. You could make me leave by force. Of course not. All you do is get your master's will and show it to us. And you can basically, legally enter, I think. I don't know the law. Just because I'm a cop doesn't mean I need to know the law. Squinty-eyed merchant stroked his chin. A devious smile sprawled across his face. In that case, I adore that smile. Yes, it can be arranged. And I apologize for the misunderstanding. I shall be back tomorrow with my master's last will. The merchant bowed graciously and pulled his cart toward the town, waving his hand in farewell. I'll hope he returns tomorrow with a forged piece of paper. Good job today, Malik. I'm so proud of you. Oh, you're too kind. I'm just doing my duty, ma'am. You're endangering this castle and everyone who lives in it. Demon inheriting Tahar's business. So, while I was live blogging this to Ed, most of the talk of pegging came from another guy who I don't think we'll be meeting in this playthrough, and Altair here. Mostly Altair. What is the world coming to? Calm your tits, Altair. Your ladyship's fine with it. Well, how rude to mention something such as tits. Would you prefer bosoms, then? Have at it. I want to have at Malik's bosom. The young knight heartily slapped Bage's back. Altair looked utterly disgusted, but he bit his lip in silence so as not to offend the princess. I'm pretty sure that Altair is heterosexual, so you cannot match him with Malik. I think Malik's bi, though. Now, Malik, let's not upset Altair anymore. A petite maid approached the trio, informing Fatima that her studies were about to begin. As Fatima waved goodbye to the two men, Altair turned to Malik in a fit of rage. You have no chance with her, you know that. Why? Because you have a better chance than me, nobody? No, because she's better off with someone else. More fitting. A prince. A wealthy noble-born. I am just a low-ranking noble. There's nothing to offer her other than my talents. I wouldn't have ever even looked in her direction had the Sultan not appointed me to be her bodyguard. For her sake, and everyone else's, leave her be. God. I hope that when Altair is older, with 7 children, he looks back on his younger days and cringes so hard. Honestly, never understood why the king chose you as a royal knight instead of Reginald. He clenched his fist, but he was not an idiot. Altair could propel him backward with his magic before he could even get a hit in. He could never beat Altair in a fight. Reason why Altair was Fatima's bodyguard instead of him. The conversation ended on a sour note. Only Fatima was left clueless as to why the young knight never met her gaze again afterward. The young demon quietly hummed to himself as he wheeled his cart away from the castle. The upper part of Recua was gleaming with so much energy, a market full of people, and the noblewoman chattering around. Some of them gave him nasty looks. Someone knows his class didn't belong here. He glinted hard and hit his claws all he could. Didn't want any trouble. Things were rare in Recua. In fact, he'd be the only one allowed to stay here this long. The reason he could walk around was merely because he had a residency pass given by Master Tahar. Now that the old man had died, Zen was a little unsure of what to do next. Akhdar! If you grow old without having anything in your past to cringe over, have you even lived? Wise words. You saw a crying girl on the sidewalk. She seemed to be lost. The merchant huffed at himself and passed by the child. Last time he tried to help one out, ended up being persecuted as a kidnapper and had to lose all his merchandise. Simple forfeiture! So he kept walking, leaving the upper district toward the downtown area. None of his problem. He was greeted by the stifling, acrid air of the lower district area that was filled with the choking fumes from the plate above. Zen knew that some people were brewing idiots, the Seropotis into pots. Those that made people drunk with happiness. Temporary ones. Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. The pollution from the brewing seeped down to the slums and became trapped in the claustrophobic pit. Many people also smoked here. And people lived so close to each other you could barely breathe. Gave the whole place a certain feel of rot. Perhaps really the waste of all the uptown junk. Yes, here was where the average people live. Far, far away from the noble life. A place where outlaws like him thrived the most. I can't believe he broke the law. How could he do this? The demon wheeled his cart into the shop where he'd been spending his year. Well, I guess I should go and forge a letter or something. Altair was being racist, but he is about to forge documentation. What was Master Tahar's signature like again? And his gaze stopped on a figure waiting for him inside. Zenpu! It was his twin sister, Mai! She too had died and turned into a demon at the same time as him. Alright, I should probably mention, other than Severin, if you don't remember my Lion Eyes stream, Severin is a born demon, but otherwise, usually demons are people who died and have things to do, so they aren't dead anymore. I'm really bad at explaining this. Anyway, this is Shinra's mom. Mai? Hey, where have you been? You should have sent me a letter so I can prepare a meal first. The boss sent me on an errand, but I felt like stopping by, so I did. Here are the books you wanted. I stole them from the boss's lab, by the way. Ooh, thanks. Shinra's mom, teach your son about allergies. been? Your fashion sense is as bad as ever. Unstylish. I don't know, it shows off his guns. I like his guns. I also like how her outfit shows off her guns. My lips curved into a grin when she looked at her brother from head to toe. What? But you clearly have been working out, Zenpu. Must be popular with the ladies now. Of course, that's what I get for pulling this cart every day. Really carved out the upper body muscles. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Altair grows so much over the course of the game. I'm proud of him. Because Altair is also a love interest. Well... What? Won't your master get a horse? What an ungrateful man! I will have a word with him right now. You can, but you'll have to dig his grave first. Oh, he's dead. About time. Rude! Don't say that, Mine. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be able to live here and start my own business. Well, you've been living well, though. Does anyone give you trouble for being a demon? I'd like to think I'm used to it. Even though demons are more violent than other races, and we used to work with the demon lord, but you're one of the nicest guys I've ever known. You can't let them treat you like a savage. Want me to kill them for you? To be fair, you haven't met any decent guys, Mai. Yeah, I like her too. I want only the best for her. The boss is decent. Mai. Do your best, Mai. No, he doesn't count. All right, enough about me. What errand are you up to now? Oh, do you know the huge-ass monster living on the seas that looks like a sea kraken? Urganos? Boss wants me to get his heart for some reason, so I'll be heading to the port and sailing on the high seas. Not my fault that it's harder to find a decent guy than a decent demon. Yeah, the protagonists keep hogging them all. Usually on the true route, the other love interests find their own happiness in whatever way that is. Sometimes it's with another woman, sometimes it's joy in their career, or succeeding in whatever their personal quest is, finding their family. God, the second game is so good. Looking forward to streaming the second game. Hey, Mai, isn't that dangerous? Should I help you? Dangerous? I am the greatest wind mage ever. None of you peasants can stand a chance against me. All I need is a little swing of my fan and whoosh. So, you can see where the pyromania in the family came from. Get my drift? All right, I get you. Before I go, I think you should spend the night here. We have a lot of catching up to do. Oh, sure, I was looking forward to that. So, tell me what you've been up to. Oh, I've been getting a lot of weapon orders lately. Ayo! Hello? Hello? Click, click. It's a visual novel. Visual novels are not very high-end. They usually would... Click, 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 click. There we go! Oh god, I was scared there. I didn't do anything different, but what if I have too many saves, actually, and trying to screen transition, like, overloaded from all the saves that I have. Fatima was walking through the castle courtyard, her eyes filled with tears. These things happen, Glyph. Princess, what are you doing here at this hour? Altair, who was on his way home, approached her with concern. You could hear her faint sobbing as he passed by. Altair, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. What's the matter, Princess? Did someone hurt you? No, my father just told me the news today that I'm getting engaged soon. Her words struck him like lightning. It was something he'd expected before, but hearing it still made his heart ache. Really? With whom? King Nazim, from Veldrox. Altair had heard about the story of the king who took part in saving the world, and the demon lord Thanos. Play the second game for more details. It was simply impossible to compete against a man like that who was known to be perfect in every way. Well, he'd lost an eye, but still, not to mention that Valdrox was known for its strong army and specially forged weapons. Many king... Ah! J. Helmore, why? It's it... What? Built an... alliance... with... Valdrox? And what? Better way and through marriage. Got it with my temples. They're called my temples because I rub them when, oh God, I am praying. Oh, I think he's a great man, but I hardly know him, and Fatima paced around for a while, before sighing heavily and continued. If my eye on someone else. Princess. Altair knew who she was talking about. He was not blind. He understood clearly that the princess fancied the red-headed knight he despised so much. The knight who stole his brother's position as royal knight. The knight who stole the affections of the woman he loved. Sometimes we have no choice in life. No matter how hard we try, it won't go exactly how we want it. All I can do is make the most of it. What do you mean? Princess, you are the hope of Requia. From what I heard, the people are disappointed with the current regime. You're next in line, and they're hoping that you'll return us to our prosperous glory days. I know that, but am I not allowed to have feelings of my own? I understand where you're coming from, Princess. I've always idolized my elder brother, Reginald. When Malik skipped over him and took the position of royal knight from him, Reginald had turned into a different person. He became bitter. The person I've looked up to all this time turned into someone different. I can't even tell how disappointed I am. It's like my world revolved around him, and now it's crumbling down. Who else should I look up to? What should I strive for next? And the person I care about dearly recently confessed to me that they love someone else. Staring directly at her, I truly don't know what to do next. Oh, I'm sorry, Altair. I finally realized, looking back at my life, that every time I had struggled with the hand I'd been dealt, it was because my expectations clashed with reality. And created a picture in my head of how life should be, and when things hadn't turned out as expected, I couldn't cope. The only way to resolve them is to face the real situation head-on and accept it. And perhaps you should do the same. Maybe it's better for you this way than to end up with someone like Malik. Sorry, that is just my 2 cents worth. He's doing his best. This will not stop me from pegging him. So much. Oh, you should never give up. Don't stop believing. Think positively with a belief in your abilities and faith in the future, and you'll pull through. It'll just take time. Someday you and I will get out of this. With that, Fatima stomped away. A princess among princesses. She's unbelievable. So, the chance came. War broke out and spread throughout the kingdom. It was said that Valdine attacked Requia first, though no one knew the real reason why. Some say it was caused by a personal vendetta between Armand and Hussein. Many lives were lost, including Armand's only son. The war lasted for 2 long years until... Princess! Wake up, Princess! Yes, some men deserve it. And some men want it. Yes. Alright, now that we've been introduced to Nazim. Author in chat, can you confirm Nazim gets pegged? Wake up, Bruno! 5 more minutes, Altair. We're under attack. The princess rose immediately. Altair didn't hesitate to pull her toward the door. As they went farther and farther outside, the pair was surprised by a certain red-haired knight on the path. Princess! Altair, you're safe! Then, let's go, there's no time to waste. The castle's already filled with enemy soldiers. But what of father and mother? Malik's expression darkened, and his gaze shifted toward the mage. Altair quickly realized the meaning behind it, and forcefully dragged Fatima the other way. Altair, why? I understand. The mage had no other words as he blasted away through the castle walls. The three of them ran, and ran. That day, Requia fell. The golden city that once stood so tall and majestic was now in shambles. King Armand Zimars managed to infiltrate Requia's palace and slayed the Sultan and his wife. Citizens of Requia thought that they were doomed. The kingdom would no longer have a future, but a sliver of hope remained. Princess Anastasia. Princess Fatima managed to escape the palace alongside her two most trusted bodyguards. Fatima's sister, Queen Salma, was married to the ruler of Leonora, a neighboring kingdom. If she could somehow convince her younger sister to aid them, they may still have a chance to reconquer Requia. Armin, however, was no fool. He quickly realized the absence of Fatima's corpse and sent for an assassin to murder her. An assassin by the name of Ash. You! So, that's how I got into this situation. Watch where you watch where you're going. There's Severin's mom. Hot as ever. Yep. All that background so that you know exactly what you're getting into. You are interrupting this shoujo love triangle. The mercenary's eyes widened upon recognizing your voice, and he quickly scampered away. Sorry. You received an urgent letter with the royal seal a few days ago. After reading it, you made haste and accepted it immediately. On your arrival, you found King Armand sitting triumphantly on the throne, which King Hussein used to occupy before he died. So you have arrived. 'Tis I, my lord. The king scanned you from head to toe, a bit cautious of your appearance. Oh, this is what demons look like up close. Hope you like what you see. Think you look like you're made for this job. Assassination had been your specialty in the guild. Well then, shall we start? The king launched into a brief explanation of how his greatest enemy's crown princess had escaped and that no one in Requia should know, lest it might fuel more resistance. He nodded, trying to remember all the important details. In, ass out. I could draw ass out, ass. The reasons you were so interested in this particular mission was rewards, reputation, or I just like killing. God forbid women have a hobby. But no, I think a reputation... I don't normally support working for exposure. This is the king. He's not going to pay us in exposure. And it will make good exposure. Not trying to be a hater, but traditional assassination sounds a lot easier than it's made out to be. Do everything to preserve it. Assassinating a princess would be a perfect opportunity to prove yourself. Slam that on the resume. Yes, my lord. On their way to Leonora while avoiding being seen, so I recommend you take the highway. You'll catch up with them in no time. Like, the hardest thing about waiting in the king's bedchambers until he arrives is getting bored. But you see, what if they put a decoy king there first? Or what if they, I don't know, what if the king has 90 bedchambers or something? That's what I would do if I were a king. Surely you can't need that many rooms in the castle, right? Surely no one can tell you, hey, don't nap under that table if you're literally the king, right? The men spotted them this morning and managed to slow them down, but unfortunately they escaped. Do you have any more questions? About the bodyguards. Yes, where the mage. He poses a greater threat to you than the swordsman. Should you encounter trouble on your mission, I've arranged some precautions to help you on your way. I hope you won't have to resort to them. You silently nodded and bowed deeply before heading on your way. The king gave you a healthy young horse as a mount, and with its speed, you'd undoubtedly be able to catch up to your target in no time. They can, but it's phrased sire, wouldn't you be more comfortable in your routine bedchambers? And then I, as a sire, would say, what are you, my mom? The castle's just one giant bed, so true. You remember the old days when demons, your kind, crawled out of Thanos' realm with no direction of what to do? Some were recruited by the guild, and some entered the military. But demons were not a race that worked harmoniously with others. Like, 1,000 years of demon war would do that to public consensus. In the end, most of them resigned from their positions and went on their merry way. Well, in the realm, you met the most beautiful demon you've ever seen, called Serena. She was a mother who'd lost her child in her past life, now treated you as her own. And she is so pretty. Naturally, you followed her outside the realm as well. Humankind was not well accepted in society, but you managed. I hope they'll accept me someday. You knew that deep down you were just the same as them. You have your feelings of your own, hopes and dreams too. That's why you've been trying so hard to prove yourself, to be accepted by them. Like, at least accepted by my fellow assassins, you know? Eventually, Serena began to grow weary of nomad life. She said she wanted to settle down. You obliged. You parted with her and tried to live in a common establishment. As a young demon, you wanted something more. Fighting prowess was unmatched, at least by the village folk, and you moved to a bigger place for a better career. The prestigious mercenary guild in Baldrox accepted you into their ranks, and you soon rose to the top with ease. However, your demeanor and the fact that you were a demon made everyone else afraid of you. They quickly sidestepped you when you entered the room, and no one dared to make eye contact. No matter. You drank alone, not having a care in the world. I love to be alone. I don't need friends. I don't need boyfriend. I don't need girlfriend. However, you felt like there was still a void deep inside your heart. Even though you were the best assassin in the guild, it felt like you've achieved nothing. You still had no purpose in life, no drive kept you forward. But anyway, the sky began to grow lighter as the sun crept into the horizon. It was already morning when you reached the clearing. Hello! Dad! Welcome to Fantasia. We're just about starting the main story, I reckon. He rode as fast as he could. Maybe you'd catch up to them soon? It's a dragon! This isn't the princess, this is the dragon, actually! Your thoughts were abruptly cut off by the sound of roaring and people screaming. Big God, dragon! Yeah, I'm not sure that's how you get rid of it. I think you're supposed to say please. Can you slay that blasted dragon? I'm too busy protecting the Milady, what are you doing? Get out of Malik's way. But I want to heal his wounds. That's not our first priority. You know, I think I can just stay out of this and the assassination will be taken care of. You saw two men standing in front of a long-haired woman. The knight in the front was fighting the dragon head-on, trying to distract it from the others. The letter described the three people's appearances in great detail, and they matched the description perfectly. Hot lady, red hot man, and blue hot man. Gee, they have a different knight slaying the dragon than the one protecting the princess. Talk about fancy, right? They had to send the best assassin there is after her. She has 2 bodyguards right now. The figure in the back must be the princess then, her sole target. She appeared to be protected by some sort of magic. You could see the air distort around her because of it. It would be tricky. You could distract them to make an opening. The dragon's a competing assassin. No, the loot is mine. By joining them in the fight and redirecting the dragon toward the girl. Travelers, let me help you. Only the mage turned in response. You dismounted your horse, but it immediately ran away in a panic when the dragon blasted its flames in your direction. Thanks. Can you get its attention so I can go in for the kill? We can try. Should have paid the dragon, honestly. I mean, how much could it cost to hire a dragon, commission a dragon? 1 single gold coin? Surely she has one of those. You pulled your twin blades out and charged at the dragon. Just needed to steer the dragon toward the princess and have her accidentally killed. By the way, do you guys think that horses are like homing pigeons? Like, do you think that horse made its way back all right? I hope that horses are smart enough for that. Malik quickly got out of the way as you waved your swords around to taunt the beast. Didn't work though, it was more annoyed by the redhead. Clicked your tongue, visibly annoyed. Time to strike then. You charge toward its backside, hitting 2 or 3 slashes, just enough to get it to turn around and focus its enraged eyes on you. The dragon swung its tail furiously as it turned, nearly hitting the mage and princess. Watch it? Behind the dragon, you noticed Malik about to land a heavy blow, but the beast spun its tail again and slammed against his heavy armor. I'm so curious about what kind of sword this is called. It's got a saw-like blade? It suits him. Like it's double-edged. Like how he's double-sexual. The knight was thrown in one fell swoop, his back crashing against a nearby boulder with a loud thud. Malik, I'm fine. Just give me time. The dragon's focus was completely on you. Altair, can't you throw a spell at it? I could, but that would mean putting the shield around you down, milady. I can't risk it. The dragon charged toward you, but you avoided it with ease. Your body swung around, like the wind, gracefully. Though the maneuver managed to save your life, also enraged the dragon further, causing the beast to spit a mouthful of fire breath at you. You tried to avoid it, but in that instant you realized the dragon's tail was behind you, ready to strike. Damn it. Suddenly a figure flashed in front of you. It was the long-haired figure. The princess herself. Look out, stranger. Your eyes eyed in disbelief. How rash! This princess would die even without your interference. Princess. That moment you gripped your swords even tighter. You should. I mean, we do literally have a job to do. But we haven't even met Zen yet, as Ash hung there in silence. Well, she'd certainly die by her own foolishness. There's no need for you to make the blow even worse. Here you were suddenly blinded by a bright light emitting from the princess's body, and the dragon was taken aback. Princess! Altair recasted a shielding spell to encompass the two of you, taking the chance to do so the moment the dragon stepped backward, dumbfounded. Also, the first time I saw the CG, his staff, the way that he gripped his staff and the way that the staff's end is glowing, I did think that that was his tit. I was a big fan. At that moment, you saw Malik's silhouette jumping up from behind the dragon and driving his sword right through its back. The dragon roared as Malik's sword plunged deeper and deeper into its heart, the way that I wish that Malik would plunge deeper and deeper into me, completely impaled, like the great monster fell. With eyes turning glassy as life left its body, Malik removed his sword. I'm work safe. Altair ran toward the princess, catching her as she started to fall. What was that? Were you just going to stand there and let her die? She's the princess of... Altair, you idiot, you're ruining our disguise. Is it a disguise when she's still in her royal gown? Malik slapped his own forehead. Altair is supposed to be the smart one here. I'm fine, Altair. I'm just a little tired is all. Fatima finally stood up, helped by Altair. She waved a hand at him, shooing him away as though to reiterate her point. You're hurt. Altair pointed at the gash on Fatima's right arm, but she just shrugged it off. Regenerate in a few minutes. You stared at it, and you were sure that it was starting to close by itself, albeit slowly. Even if you can regenerate, you shouldn't throw your life away like that, princess. You're our only hope. Altair, there you go again. We are in front of a stranger right now. I'm sorry, princess. You always act so cool and stern, yet you flail when things get dangerous. Or are you too scared of the world outside our castle, I gotta bully him so hard. And that's why I give his daughter pyromania. Just shut your mouth. I'm here because I'm simply worried about the princess. Yes, of course. Don't believe me, do you? Back me up here, princess, please. You told me princess several times already. I thought we weren't supposed to do that? She glanced at you, which made Altair's blush turn an even deeper shade of red. The mage was clearly caught off guard. I'm just going to shut up now. Yes, that would be best. Why were these incompetent idiots guarding her again? Well, Altair's down bad. Almost too easy. you take your time and play around for them with it. So, the princess glanced at you again, fidgeting with their fingers. Right, you should pretend you knew nothing. Wait, what's a princess doing in a place like this? Here we go. Malik sighed, turning toward you as Altair frantically tried to heal the exhausted princess and hide his embarrassment. My lineage of the half granted me my healing abilities, Altair. I'm fine, truly. Oh yeah, that's the thing that happens with, with mixed races in this setting. It's very important in the first game, but thankfully it's become more common over the years. Really thankfully. Leon! We're really thankful for your help. I need to bring the princess here to her sister. She won't survive out here for long. At least not like this. You tried to muster some basic courtesy toward the person who intended to save your life, whose life you were about to end. I'm Ash. Thank you for saving me, princess. Many people secretly want to bang the other race, and for many of them it's no longer a secret. I wonder if Ash has had to deal with chasers before. It's like, Zen can try to go incognito, like, with his fang, and, like, if he purses his lips the right way and doesn't show his claws. Ash, there's not really any hiding her horns. There's definitely demon chasers, right? Ash, I'm so sorry. And blasted right, you should. Your light and healing abilities are too good to be wasted on a demon. Oh, you're a demon? Sheltered was she? Once you see his horns, milady, definitely a demon. You have to remember that demons have exaggerated features of who they once were. They seem to have mistaken you for a man, but no matter. Your hair cut short because it interfered with your work. Plus, a third male bodyguard would help escalate this shoujo situation. We're not exactly well endowed either, so it's an understandable. Yikes, I'm sorry! Then, are you friends with really forgot that she is so much like this. God love her. Yeah, do all demons know each other? Who? I don't think all demons know each other, milady. It's like asking if I'm friends with some random human merchant at the streets. Fatima has the uneducated racism. Altair has the bespoke racism. Right, sorry. Oh, so your horse ran away and now you're stuck here, correct? Where are you going here? I was on my way to apply to the guild in Requia, but it was under attack, so I was going to stop by Eleonora Kingdom instead. Man, what a coincidence! We're heading there too! It's too good of a coincidence. You failed your first assassination attempt, but an idea suddenly struck you. You saved me from the dragon earlier, and for that I owe you my life. I should give you my sword at least, till we reach there. I'll protect you with all my strength. Princess... My name's Fatima, and these two are Altair and Malik. I accept your proposition. You may accompany us on our journey from now on. The more the merrier, right? Preposterous, we don't know who he is. He could be an assassin sent by Armon. Yes, that maid was quite the sharp one, wasn't he? Armon did warn us about him. I don't think so. If he was, he would have stabbed Fatima when he had the chance earlier. You were actually going to do that, though, before you decided against it. Let's vote, then. I vote for Ash to come with us. So do I. Why am I not surprised? It's decided then. You're coming with us. Thank you, Princess. So far, the maid wasn't swayed at all. Sure, you still had a chance to earn his trust. Decided to wait for a better opportunity to strike. Malik, What is it, Princess? Your wounds, can I look at them? They're fine. You don't have to heal me. I insist. I heard our harumph and glanced toward the maid. He was glaring daggers at the both of them, but kept his distance. Ash sees this and understands immediately. You wanted to make nice with this trio. Perhaps you should talk with one of them. don't know. I think you take the kill the first opportunity you see, or the best ending. Building trust only works for so long. Yeah, what if you become attached to your targets? What if you even romance one of them? Could you imagine? Could go either way here. Altair or Fatima and Malik. I'll go with Fatima and Malik. Hey, break it up! Hello? Help me here, Ash. Malik's being really stubborn. I said I'm fine. Dragon wasn't even a real threat. Not a real threat, huh? I mean, not after you came, of course. I grinned at you, but the princess pouted even more. Helping Ash. Oh, right, I should check for your injuries, too. Malik shrugged. You'd probably want to help Ash first, then. You looked relieved when Fatima turned her attention towards you, even mouthing thanks in your direction. Thanks, I didn't do it for you. Right, can you remove your cloak for a short while? While inspecting your body, Fatima gasped. Oh my! Check out those guns! What is it? Oh, I always thought you were a man, Ash. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Never mind. Most people don't really see me as a woman anyway. Oh, you fought better than both us boys combined. I want to spar with you sometime. I want a horizontal spar with... Fatima pouted at Malik again. Fighting again? You're always like that, you know? Always caring about your little sparring matches and never having the time for... Fatima cut herself off abruptly as if she realized she was about to say something scandalous. Something scandalous like the word boobs. You understood immediately. Seemed like she was harboring feelings for the night. I'm sorry, it's what I do. Gotta train to become stronger. Why don't we talk about something else for now? I take it you two have known each other a long time. Malik is my childhood friend. He saved me from brutes. Well, that's an embarrassing story, but I'll tell you more if you agree to spar with me. Not with your injuries. In fact, I still need to check yours, so come here. Hi, Dark! Look, it's a runaway princess of a destroyed kingdom, and she's trying to find her sister, who's the queen of another kingdom, so that she can ask for help in taking the kingdom back and avenging her father and mother. And we're here to assassinate her. That's just how it is sometimes. Yeah, now you reminded her again. Do you got some manly pride that you ain't need no woman to help? No, not really. I'd want some womanly touch now and then, but I'm fine right now. Lady Fatima shouldn't waste her energy on me. No, you've been really distant toward me lately. Did I do something wrong? No, princess, you've done nothing wrong in your life. Blake's expression grew darker. Yes, because you're the princess of Requiem. I take it it's because someone of your status shouldn't be so close to him. He's a lowly peasant. Class has never been a problem for demons. We're already the lowest caste, but the other races sure do like to make things complicated. Yeah, this is how you get in for the kill. Play to their relationship drama. Them turn to you with their mouths agape. What? I'm just telling the truth. Someone should. Yeah, that's quite well put. Now that everything's changed, I don't think that class matters anymore. I think that it's time for ads, actually. We will be right back. Oh no, when did the screen go from be right back to the game? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I've just been standing here, wiggling. What? Hang on. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Get my ass. Do not get my ass. Do not get my ass. No, my wiggling break. No, there's still another 50 seconds to the wiggle break. No. Come back from ads. I thought I clicked the BRB screen. I thought I clicked BRB. Thank you for the sip, giggity. I'm a professional streamer. I'm a professional. Do you want me to give your money back? I can give your money back. I'm done. Welcome back to Shoujo Love Triangle. And also I have 2 ads now because I love my boyfriend. Yippee. Yip and pee. My wiggle break. You stared at the both of them. Another red time. Please hold. A love triangle of Ed. Fantastic. There we go. My god, the wiggles. Fatima's cheeks blushed furiously, but Malik's eyes were staring blankly. Wait, he was staring at something far away. It was like his mind was never even there. Like he'd lost something. Something important. Please tell me you know Rainbow Sponge, Freya. I'm afraid I don't. Anyway, it's your decision. I ain't got anything to say on this matter. It is none of my business. The 3 of you went quiet for a moment. Fatima's head hung low and Malik just looked the other way. So it's Altair pining for Fatima, Fatima pining for Malik, and Malik just straight up dissociating right now. Why do I have to get involved in this nonsense? The sky's color began to change just before you left the plains, its red streak starting to overwhelm the clouds. I think it's best we go into the woods and set up camp there for the night. Need the cover of the forest to hide from bandits and enemy soldiers. Yeah, I think so too. Just then, you heard someone shouting in the distance right beyond that hill. Please, sir, I'm nothing but a humble merchant. No one can leave this territory without permission from us, demon. Return from whence you came. Actually, the word whence already implies the word from, so from whence is really... Just for that, I hope you die a second time, demon. Alright, open this up in another tab to watch after stream. Oh, wait. Oh, this! Yeah, I've seen this commercial before. How did it become a meme? Oh my god, the wiggles. Oh, please, I'll just become a prisoner. I need this money before... Must be up to some nefarious plan. Come, or I'll have to use force. I want to make Zen... What was that? Valdinian soldiers, no doubt. Thankfully, they haven't seen us yet. They sound like they're harassing one of the survivors. It's not our concern, Malik. We need to leave before they spot us. The princess... As the Knights of Requia, we also have the sworn duty to protect its citizens. Malik dashed away in the direction of the voice, and Altair shook his head. Why must you make things so difficult for us? Damn it! What should we do, Altair? Stay here and prepare to run in case anything happens. I'll protect you. Altair looked at you as if questioning your next move. Stay behind. Try and protect the princess as well. Seems like you'll need extra protection in case anything happens. Thank you. Finally, someone who listens to reason. As far as demons go, you're one of the good ones. I'm really worried about Malik. Mostly, he's just inviting trouble. The man doesn't know when to quit. It's admirable, but sometimes I wish he'd use his head more and his muscles less. Oh, are you worried about him? I'm not a complete jackass, contrary to popular belief. Malik is a great fighter and asset to our cause, but sometimes he has a nasty habit of getting himself into trouble. Someone needs to keep him in check. You heard Malik yelling. Must have finally engaged him in combat. See? Point taken. Suddenly you heard a loud bang. Didn't know what kind of weapon had created that sound, but the explosion that occurred afterward made everyone concerned. Oh wait, did the other route have the ability to see that CG earlier on? Oh boy, now I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out a bit. But you two, so be it. I'm Malik. I'm Malik. I'm Malik. Be confiscating your goods as well. This cargo now belongs to the royal treasury, where it will be used to rebuild the city. They are always doing this. Wait, sir, I must deliver these to my terribly ill sister. Are they weapons? For my terribly ill sister? Oh no, merely medicines, please, good sir. Perhaps I can help smooth things over. The squinty-eyed man jingled his pockets. You could hear coins inside them. Trying to bribe officials, are you? No, you're coming back with us. We need to help him. Malik swiftly stood up, and you couldn't help but stand up as well. Hey, stop harassing that man. Please help me, good Sir Knight. Yeah, my ailing sister needs a crossbow to defend herself while she recovers. And also many, many small bombs? Let's leave the man be or feel the wrath of my blade. Knights braced for a fight. Malik immediately leapt at them and attacked, their swords clashing about. Malik was quite skilled to be able to hold his own against them. But you noticed how unstable his stance was. He clumsily swung his sword around the way the enemies almost got to him. Was he getting tired, or was there something wrong with him? Yeah, my sister needs this Zweihander. It's a make-a-wish thing, sir. Please understand. Let Malik get arrested. Oh, he can't get arrested. He's like the top cop. I wish that he'd talk. Meanwhile, the squinty-eyed man hurriedly pulled his car toward you. Miss, can you please help me pull this? I really need it for my life's sake. But you were a woman? Oh, yeah. You wish to lure the man in. Together you pulled the cart? Now that you were closest to him, you couldn't help but notice the man had fangs. Humans weren't supposed to have fangs unless... What are you looking at? These? Flexes these guns? You're a demon too. And so are you. Great, and now we're demon comrades. By the time the cart had reached the top of the hill, Malik had finished disabling the enemy soldiers. He looked completely exhausted, though. No explosion this time. Well, that's fine. I could have continued the other way. I don't think that you need 100% of the points to get on a guy's path, but it's good to have the extras. The three of you with the cart in tow and retreated back to the waiting Altair, who was tapping his foot furiously. Wait, I know you. Yes, sirs and ma'ams. Must have been the wind. Did I, then, your favorite merchant from the Golden City? I thank you for your assistance. And bowed. You remembered Fatima mentioning his name before, so this was the Zen she was referring to. Did you escape from the city? Oh, I'm a little embarrassed to say, but I used a secret tunnel that leads beyond the town walls, which I normally use to avoid attacks. Please understand, the regime has changed, and so I can no longer be prosecuted for things that I did during your father's rule. That's how the law works, right? Wait, couldn't you have helped the Urge escape? You were just thinking of yourself. Now, some people in the lower district didn't have to escape since those Valdinian soldiers were just trashing the upper district. You know, Noble's place and whatnot. What? We weren't really in any danger at all. But alas, the ransacked kingdom bad for business now. That is why I left. Became rich by avoiding tax. And that's what's ultimately gonna do him in. The man laughed nervously as Altair's brows furrowed even more. I just remembered that O2A2 entry that is just about Zen dying. Meeting two demons in the same day, what an omen. Oh, but please, I'm already civilized. My profession as a merchant surely demonstrates that. So, where are you heading to, then? I'm thinking of moving shop, really. Thought you were bringing medicine for your sister. Well... I'm sure she'll be instantly cured from her worries to see me safe and sound. He sadly observed the newcomer, using a leg and had it replaced with one made of metal. It's called otome. It was not rare for your kind to lose some limbs during the war. Mina's husband, Samael, lost a hand from saving her. Demon setting up shop in town, huh? Seems like one of your kind had finally integrated themselves into society. No, I'll head to whatever town you're going to. What? It's a good cover, yes? You could be a band of traveling merchants. This cart would be undeniable proof of that. It's not like just anyone can get a cart and put items in it. You know a little about fighting too, of course. Well, I'll definitely lend a hand when push comes to shove. Little Zen tag-along feeling, please. And look pleadingly towards the princess. You need to tell who really called the shots around here. Princess, this is clearly a trap. It's dangerous having demons in our company. We'll definitely attract more attention than we should. Oh dear, I promise you that I won't be wearing a Requiem Knight uniform to intentionally turn heads. I haven't even been able to stop by any villages to get, some sort of disguise. No, it's the Valdinian soldiers tried to capture him earlier. We can be sure he's not on their side, right? But you're wanted, princess, and he's absolutely in it for the money. But if he kidnaps you, runs back to where he came from... I'm deeply offended you think of me that way, just because I'm a merchant and a demon. Last briefly at you. Doesn't mean I'll double-cross the people who just saved me. Oh no, I absolutely won't. This is preposterous. Well, it made sense though. There are just two bodyguards and two of you who are complete strangers. If any of you mutinied, but we could use the cover. This cart can slow us down for this. How are we supposed to move this thing across rough terrain? Don't worry, I got that one covered. Been pulling this for ages now. And pulling other things. Young demon slapped at his biceps. Yeah! Fine then. I'll allow you. No wait, stop. Thought that was Altair, sorry. Fine then, I'll allow you, but it's not because you've been selling seashells to my sister. Well, actually that was his master, and he hasn't finished forging the will yet. That's right. So these are the antiques I was about to sell. Your sister would absolutely love these. We could use seashells from his pot just to prove his point. And one for free, dear princess, for your kindness. Thank you, Zen. Oh, and this is Ash, Malik, and Altair. Hello. Nice to meet you all. You and your cart can go in front. If an enemy spots us, you'll be the first to get hit, and we can watch your back. Yes, that's fine with me. Then bow once more before proceeding to pull his cart. The four of you follow behind him at a distance. It's rare to meet a fellow demon, especially one so civilized. They seem to be curious about you as well, but needed to make sure your traveling companions do not get suspicious of you. You decided to go walk with Zen immediately. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You quicken your pace in the hopes of catching up to Zen. Altair's suspicious gaze bore into your back. Hi there. Are you from the realm too? Where else would the demons come from? Aren't we all? I remember you. You were the girl Serena saved back then, who followed her around. But boy, howdy, look at you now. You look like the twig. What? You know Serena? Who doesn't? Serena dedicated her life to helping newborn demons. Help my sister and I get by. Oh, so your sister's a demon as well? Unfortunately, yes. Her name is Mai. It was rare for siblings to end up as demons together. If they died at the same time together, that is. Anyway, what's your story? How'd you end up with the princess and her royal peskiness? You hesitated for a bit and then grin widened. Never mind, I got it figured out. What do you mean? Hey, my job involves going back and forth to Valdrox. I know you're rather famous in the Barracuda Guild. If you want anyone dead, just hire Ash, but you probably can't afford her. Yes, what they say about me? No wonder I haven't gotten many job offers lately. My prices are perfectly affordable. Getting the NPC merchant character route. I always loved the merchant. Yep. Fulfilling the dream of being good at capitalism. Your fellows here have their pretty faces on wanted posters, so either you've been hired to guard them or kill them. Judging from the mage's behavior, I can tell it's the latter. You bite the hand that feeds me, so I'm just gonna stay around for a couple days. Perhaps scavenge. Scavenge? You could do something. I'm just here for the spoils. You really have no sense of honor, do you? Minnie, there's no place in the world for us. I'm just making sure my sister and I get to live another day. Honor hasn't helped me so far. Only, why do you end up as a hired mercenary who's out for the blood of princesses instead of, having a home of your own? He didn't answer. I just nodded as if he'd made his point. I'm not a saint myself, but just consider what you're doing. For all our sakes. What do you mean? Haven't noticed it yet, have you? The fate of 2 kingdoms rests in your hands, in the hands of a demon. Ooh, the irony. You let out a dry chuckle, but realization dawned on you. You have the power to end this war or start another one. And if you need help, just ask away. Us demons need to stick together, because no one else would. I'll consider it, thanks. You should be with the others, by the way. But you don't look too good with them. Too good to them right now, being with me. What? What are your thoughts, right? 2 demons in the same caravan? They must be in cahoots. Oh, the horror. That sort of thing. Unless you want to take a look at my wares? Zen has wares if you have coin. Zen nodded toward his cart. Oh, it could help you with your, mission. It depends, I only have 500 Arzettas. No, I can give you a discount, but it's only because we're fellow demons. Just make sure to promote me to your assassin brothers. Hey, yeah. Oh, what do you have? You can buy either Obstetra muscaria, a love potion, or some Euidius cerepotus. Well, you know that people have been using pot as a recreational drug, but it could be useful for something else? You can get the princess stoned out of her mind before killing her. But what? You know, the mushroom every unsuspecting demon in the realm had accidentally ate and choked themselves to death on. That. So, what's it gonna be? No consequences to using love potion. No consequences, please. What's the love potion for? Oh, we all know love hurts, but it can't literally kill. I want to use it for someone. I see, and who's this special someone you're interested in, pray tell? The secret's just let me buy it, will you? Yeah, alright. Just mix this with the food of someone you love, and their affection toward you will increase. What do you mean affection? Like in points? Don't tell anyone, alright? Well, it depends on how much you're willing to pay me. Here you go. Make use of it well. Guess I'll talk to you later, Lady Ash. You should really go back. Call me that. You are a lady, aren't you? I suppose? And lady it is. You return to the others, and Malik and Altair, who appear to be whispering in the back. We're here at last. I'd say it's safer to camp here for the night. Reminds me. Malik, Ash, could you two gather some firewood? We're going to need it tonight. Sure, I don't mind. Okie dokie. And I also need it, or no, you stay here. Oh, fine then. I've got enough food for us all. Do pay me once we get to Leonora, hey? Here we go then. Malik sheepishly scratched the back of his head, then turned to you. He didn't seem to be interested in gathering firewood. I could handle another kind of wood. I'll stop now. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, Ash, can I ask you something? So, where were you heading off to when you met us again? Yeah, applying to the guild in Requia, but it was under attack. I remember my cover story. Naturally, the next step was heading off to Leonora. Love or weed? Love and weed. Those with eyes to see. Right, that was what you said. Have you met them before? No? It was the first time I've seen him. That may be true, but he seemed to recognize you. Well, granted, your eyes showed no sign of recognition. Sorry for asking you a lot of questions like this, but Altair's really suspicious of you. Also, what'd you say your profession was again? Nick's lips curved into a grin. Was this a trick question? I'm an assassin sent to kill the princess. It'd be really funny though, right? Did you really say that? No, I said I'm a mere mercenary. Okay, I'm just a mercenary, okay? Right. Sorry for ever doubting you. Guess we gotta continue gathering the firewood like Altair asked, huh? The royal pain in the ass will get angry at us both. He hummed along with the sounds of birds chirping and continued working. What an odd fellow indeed. I enjoyed his route a lot. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Dark! You returned to the camp to see Malik already stacking some wood on the fire. So many ingredients, so little time. What I could do today. Ben was humming happily while Altair watched him with an intense gaze, likely in order to ensure the food was not poisoned by the merchant. So, Princess, what's your favorite food? Just mention it and old Zen will whip it up for you. I've always liked mushroom soup, perhaps with a little bit of lean meat. You got it. I've got a good selection of mushrooms in my arsenal. No poison, right? What? Completely free of poison. What? Now I'm wondering what you don't have, Zen. Oh, for starters, I don't have a lover. We can fix that. Don't even think. Just being honest. Hey, smells good already. Where'd you learn to cook, Zen? When you have a younger sibling and it's just the two of you, you tend to learn many things. Accidentally put the love potion in everybody's food. There's a fantastic ending in the first game. A really, really good one. If you happen to buy... Was it the love perfume in that one? I think the love perfume has 2 endings. God, I hope that remains. He averted his gaze as if trying to dodge the question. Odd, you might say. Seemed like Altair caught it, though, as a smile formed on his lips. And where, pray tell, is this sibling you're talking about? Yeah, the harem ending. The 2 different harem endings, and the world was saved by Riz. Really curious about the continuation of that timeline. I can imagine in my head. Actually, whatever happened to that guy who was about to confess to Cheryl but never had a chance to before she was isekai'd? I could imagine his reaction when Cheryl finally came back and it's with like 4 other hot guys. Where, pray tell, is this sibling you're talking about? She's currently working. Her job pays better than mine, but she has to do a lot of traveling. You see, that's unfortunate. Is she also a demon? Yes, of course. I thought that when you die with dark intentions, you turn into a demon. So how do you have a sibling? And his hand stopped moving. That's simple. My sister and I just happened to die at the same time. Really, really hating this world with our dying breath. His expression was innocent, but something about his tone made you taken aback. Cheerful stuff. So, your suspicions were right after all. I'm sorry for asking, but how... Fatima. The demon seemed to be thinking deeply, unsure of what to say. Bad things happened, I guess. How did you two manage living in this harsh environment? One so against your kind. Aw, Sir Altair, are you trying to recruit me into your army? This is starting to sound like an interview more than anything. Then laughed dryly, but you could see he was clenching his fist. I don't think this line of questioning is appropriate. We should know the background of everyone here, right? We're traveling together, after all. A traitor amongst us, yes? I could imagine what the editor's note for this line would look like. All you need to know is that my sister is alive. Something I cannot say about your parents. My deepest condolences. Wow! He mocked an exaggerated bow, but I somehow felt relieved that he is able to control himself. For a while, you were preparing yourself had he lashed out and accidentally ruined everything. How about the two of you? I'm just wondering how little we know about our companions is all. I only wish to know them better, Princess, so that we get along. Seems like he's intent on making it a bit hard on us, though. We're sure that wasn't his real intention. However, Fatima's eyes seem to be filled with curiosity. Oh, right. We don't know much about you demons. How about you tell us more about you over dinner? What? I just think that people fear demons because they're so mysterious to us. I'm sure we can truly get along if we understood each other a little better. Fatima is such a goodie. I love her so much. Huh. I'll never try doing that before. Well, knowing a bit wouldn't hurt, I guess? Yes, perhaps we'll learn that you're weak to chili peppers. Do you want some chili peppers with your soup? What? Nothing. What are you talking about, Altair? Chili peppers are awesome! All I know is that they burn our tongues. Okay, so, extra chili peppers for Altair. I wasn't expecting the target to try gaining your trust. Now you would if you knew Fatima. She is exactly how she looks on the tin. She's trying her best every day of her life. I support her. And I love her character arc. I've been saying that a lot, that I love this, I adore that. This is one of my favorite Otome game series. Is that from first-hand experience? Oh, I remember that one time when Fatima, Altair, and Malik started to talk amongst themselves, but you and Zen found yourselves staring at each other. The young demon nodded at the soup. You nodded in return. That was right. This was the best time to use the love potion. So, who are you going to use the love potion? Give the love potion to? I know it's cheating, but the walkthrough is sold separately for $5. Anyway, I'm going to be maintaining eye contact with Zen while pouring the entire potion into his bowl of soup. Thank you for allowing me to do this. You pointed at him, and Zen scratched his head in confusion. Are you serious? Interpret that however you will. You know, I'm not even sure this stuff's supposed to work. Sorry I've deceived you. I know, so I should test it on you first. You think it'll work if you drink it? Should have just asked. But anywho, cheers! He downed the potion in one gulp. What did she mean by this? So? Guess we'll see in an hour or so if it truly works. Don't be such a tease. Look who's talking. Food's ready, everyone. Come on, have a taste. Oh boy, oh boy. Definitely want to stick close to Zen. But should it be between Zen and the guy with his guns out who I desire carnally, or Zen and the guy who I want to peg the racism out of? Many choices. You know what? Altair time. Lady Ash, sit here! You patted the ground beside him happily while Altair scoffed and shifted over, giving you space to sit down. Five of you gathered around the pot of soup and took your separate portions. Oh, I didn't know you also had eating utensils in that cart of yours. Don't even ask. Halt! Altair stood abruptly and everyone froze. I still don't trust you two. Zen, since you were in charge of cooking, I want you to take the first bite. Are you accusing me of attempting to poison you all? I'm deeply offended by this, sir. Altair, how could you? I'm sorry, Princess. We simply cannot risk it. Now then, the food. Fine. Fine, if that's all it takes for you to believe me. Then took a spoonful of soup and slurped it up. Kept doing so until his bowl was empty. But really, a professional poisoner would poison the utensils instead. That was delightful. Anyone else want to try? Well, fair sign and motion for everyone else to start eating. You ate so quickly you didn't realize you'd finish your plate. It was indeed very good. Oh, can I have one more serving? Please to satisfy. Just build up an immunity to your own poisons. Exactly! You a princess bride. Nothing caught your eye, though. Will you appear to just be stirring the soup in the bowl? Like, this soup's really delicious. You gotta eat it while it's still hot. He just stared into his bowl, unsure. Believe me, Malik, this is the best soup I've ever eaten. Let him be, Princess. He's a grown man who can do what he wants, even if he's slowing us down. Sorry. I'll eat. Malik started eating his soup, albeit very slowly. You could see him smile a little, though. All right, now, let us hear about demons. What? Know more about your people. What is so bad about demons, anyway? The fact that they serve the Demon Lord. The Demon Lord was just misunderstood. Like, the first one was... Please understand, he was rejected a couple thousand years ago or so. And the second one, he just wasn't raised right. Please understand. Please understand. Please understand. It's not like we had a choice, though. He owned the realm we were born in, and we had nowhere else to live. Landowning should be a sin. It's like he was basically our landlady, and the one who kept demanding for rent to boot. That we paid with our lives and our undying allegiance. In any case, we used to be people, regardless of race. We were given a second chance in order to fulfill the strong emotions we had before death. Last wish. They're mostly negative emotions, though, hence why many of us are violent. Oh, but you never saw me as violent, right? I never lashed out or anything. We kind of almost did. Of course then, I can't even imagine you being violent. Oh, I'm honored. You have anything to add, Lady Ash? What I'm most concerned about is your stages of life. I heard that demons go through 3. Newborns, light eaters, and... what's the last stage again? Hellraisers. That's that. I'm afraid that you'll turn into mindless monsters when we're not looking. Ooh, big assumption there. Come on, I don't want to hear about the gloomy stuff. You guys, like, propagate. Malik, are you seriously asking that? I'm just curious. And all your perverse questions. I wonder how you can become a demon. How does it work? The cycle of life and death and everything? We usually don't have a clear memory of who we used to be when we were alive. They tend to come back in bits and pieces, which makes it really difficult to, fulfill those dying wishes that we were talking about. I for one remember what happened when I died. Not a pleasant memory. The memories before that are a bit hazy, though. Maybe because I died rather young. I never had the chance to grow up like I am now. Being a demon partly is a blessing for me. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. As for the next question... Hey. Is it possible to let Lady Ash answer just one question at a time? Topics like these could actually trigger one of her painful memories. I understand. Go ahead, Ash. Well, the last one would probably give the chatters here more of the lore. Any viewers who haven't played the first 2 Fantasia games, especially the second one. But the second question here is so much fun. To answer a more tolerable question, yes, we can breed. Was that more tolerable? There were a few demons in the realm who copulated, and it resulted in children, but the harsh environment caused them to have shorter lives, and demon children were unwanted back then. Though they're different from those who had a past life and regretted it. Yes, I think they're what you might call pureblood demons? Even so, since they didn't last very long, we couldn't tell. Nonetheless, demons are our own kind of race, so regardless of what our previous races were, We are regarded as a new race when we're reborn. But you can tell from our features. I have round ears, which means I was a human before my death. And I was, half-elf. Explains why he died at such a young age. As we were hunted and killed long ago, or their birds became regulated in our present time. Hang on, is regulated the right word here? Can we not talk more about this? Sorry for bringing it up. So, if, say, you are a human, if you marry a human, your child will still result in a half? Yeah, basically, but I don't intend to bring any children into a world that'll hate them. It's selfish. I wonder, hang on a bit. They should have a certain This might take a little bit actually, so a little early ad break. Right back. Back. Have a good lay down, Glyph. I added Severin. Little baby sailor boy. These demons have enough misery as it is now with the current state of things. How about you, Ash? Do you want kids? Well, I haven't figured out what I want right now, to be honest. And children are not, having someone doesn't seem to be so bad. I like someone to spend my life with, no matter the circumstances. Yeah, I love the little baby boy. It's so cute. I want only the good things for him. Look, you can see the family resemblance. At his mom's eyes. Did it sound weird? wonderful, Ash. Hope that you can someday meet people whom you like. Oh, she's thinking of Nazim again. Fatima glanced at Malik once more, who didn't return the gaze. Unfortunately, not everyone has the luxury to. Don't worry, Princess, you'll find happiness someday as well. I certainly hope you'll steer clear of the demon princess, of the princess demon. Oh, I'm just cheering her up. Finding someone, huh? It goes without saying that you are too occupied to consider it because of your mission right now, but surely in the future, give love another try. In this game, even. Thank you for your kind explanation. Now we have more understanding of your kind. Life's already hard as it is. We shouldn't add more to it with preconceived ideas of you. When I become queen, I'm going to make racism illegal. If only everyone thought like you, Lady Fatima. Maybe. We demons are just like other races. Good or bad, it ultimately depends on the individual. Just because Zen and I aren't hostile doesn't mean others aren't. Some of us just want to redeem ourselves. Oh. In any case, I apologize for my behavior earlier. You two have proven to be quite trustworthy for the time being. I hope we can continue this journey without any further suspicion and animosity between us. Well, that's up to you, buddy. If racism is outlawed, only outlaws will be racist. Checkmate, atheists. Yes, I think so too. Let's all get along. Thank you. We continued eating while making small talk with each other, seemingly at ease. It's all because Princess Fatima wanted to know more about your kind, that you were able to get along a little better with everyone. Someone with a pure heart like that, did you really have to kill her? This is really good, thank you then. I'd like to have this again sometime in the future. You ate 3 whole portions of it, Lady Ash. I can make this for you every day, you know. Would you make miso soup for me every morning? That's a generous offer, but no thanks. I think he was implying something else, Ash. I have been wondering, though. How did you know that Ash is a girl? We all had trouble telling. Actually, did anyone actually tell Altair that Ash is a girl? Some people are more observant than others is all. Eyes. Alright. I just happen to know Ash's former guardian, Serena. Serena used to be the protector of newborns or something, but it was Ash who always stuck to her side. Oh, never thought Ash would be the clingy type. She wasn't really all this sword fightery before. She was, different. Come on, you can say I was pretty weak back when I was a baby. Your words, not mine. Yeah, but we had to ditch Serena because she needed to focus more on taking care of you after you were cornered by light eaters, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Don't worry about it. I don't remember you? I'm pretty sure because you were still unconscious when I left. I think I'm going to worry about it. Zen left Serena after she took you under her wing, but you wondered why. That's it. For cleanup, we should rest. Blake, you and I will take turns on the night watch. You want to go first or later? Can you go first? I think I need to take a little breather. What's wrong with your hand? Blake's right hand was visibly shaking. It was a sore hand, so having hand tremors would be problematic. I'm alright. Wait, are you sure you're fine? You've been weird ever since we left the castle. I'm alright, Princess. Fatima tiptoed closer to Malik to check his forehead. I said I'm fine, okay? Sorry, Princess. Ash, do you think he hates me? I don't think I'm the right person to ask about this. I've known you for, like, 24 hours. But you're a girl, right? So maybe, as another girl, what do you think I should do? Why do you even like him anyway? He's my childhood friend. We were close. Childhood friends are justice. I'm just guessing my feelings for Malik started because he was the one who was always there when I was alone. I didn't have many friends. Malik is kind. He'd save anyone who's weak, and I admire that side of him. You can see that. Not to mention he's not bad looking. Right? His features aren't bad at all. So, what do you think? I think it'd be too harsh to just say he's just not that into you. But do we want to throw Altair a bone after the racism? You know what? Go for it. I think you should go for it? I believe this is the part where you can start having Altair date Fatima. Dooming the Wheelers. Right now is your only chance to tell him how you feel with no one to boss you around. You should prepare to abandon your duties, though. He's no prince. I'll be queen. I'll still do my duties. I'll not let anyone tell me who to marry. I'm choosing Malik to be my prince, and that's that. Then do so, princess. I will. Sheesh. I don't know why I'm hesitating, Ash. Of course he'll say yes to my feelings. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. For a variety of reasons, I'm so sorry. Yes, I mean, all this time I know he felt the same way. He's been with all those other girls to try and forget about me. It's the only way he can resist committing taboo and loving me, the princess. I want to clap her shoulders. Oh, wait a second. So my love story is just about to begin. She's so cute, even when she is mildly delulu like this. You wondered if Malik would have to act out some strange fiction with her from now on? The kind that I see a lot of in webtoons sometimes. Malik, wait! Oh dear. What have you done? I'm sorry. I have been actively working for this not to happen, and Altair route is now locked. I don't think it is, but could you imagine? The princess is free to marry whoever she wants. But her kingdom is in shambles. She needs to marry a prince from a more influential empire, or else we won't stand any chance at recovering Requia's status. You anyway, you clearly also like her. I've set my feelings aside. I gave up on them a long time ago, truly. All I want is to be a tool for the princess to use in order to move forward. Simply that. But you've ruined everything. It's not your job to decide what is best for her, Altair. She knows what she needs to do. Just because you want to sit in the chair doesn't mean she wants to watch you sit in it. Let her make mistakes and learn from them. That will make her grow even more. Perhaps you're right. The knight was sitting there, his hands shaking as if he was trying to suppress something. Fatima slowly approached him, concerned. Malik. Princess, I'm sorry, but can you come some other time? No. Why do you keep pushing me away, Malik? We used to be so close. Is this because I'm the princess of Requia? But... Sorry, got a little worked up there. But Requia's no more. I'm free to choose whomever I wish to marry. Marry, princess. I love you. Ever since we were children, you were always the one who saved me. You were kind and caring. You were always there when I felt sad, and then, after the war, you changed. Didn't we used to matter? The days we spent together, did it mean anything to you? Or are you just spending time with me because I'm the princess? I love you, Malik. I always have, and I always will. Me too, Malik. Me too. Thank you for being in love with me, princess. I can't. Why? It's just not right. It's not right. No, nobody can stop us anymore, not even Altair. In time, you'll know. But right now, you're being selfish. kingdom to rule, to save, and yet here you are, choosing to run away with some knight. You've put your needs above others, right when your kingdom truly needs you. Tell me, is that fitting behavior for a princess? Thank you for the sip, Lord knows I need it. I've been come and go like that all week. Malik, why? Is that the true nature of the ruler of Requia? No wonder the kingdom fell into ruin. All of you are selfish. Your father, your sister, and now you. I don't know if you're still worthy of my allegiance, princess. Fatima ran away, her eyes filled with tears. Ash. But princess, what? Altair was right. He never left me. He's been such a fool. Yep, there goes that ship. What? You motioned for Altair, who was watching with a shocked expression, to scoot closer. Princess, what's the matter? You were right, Altair. She threw herself at Altair and embraced him, crying as loudly as she could. There, princess. You said I was selfish, unfit to be queen. I put myself first and not my kingdom, but a heart just like anyone else does, Altair. I'm not allowed to have feelings. You are, but right now the kingdom needs you, princess. But what if I only want to have a simple life with the man I love? A life where no one tells me what to do. Oh god, I don't want to cut this before 2 hours, but... I'm sorry. I should have been more concerned with your happiness than anything. All this time I thought I knew what was best for you, but I was wrong. You can do anything you want, princess. Forever. Altair. My parents are gone now. Everyone else in the castle are gone too. I wonder if me confessing to Malik was just my way of trying to get something good out of all of this? You have to be a strong princess, a beacon of hope for Requia. It's just hard sometimes, you know? I'll always be here for you, princess. You know that. Altair took Fatima a little farther away from where you and Zen were, still holding her close. Well, that was some drama, huh? What is this about? How could Malik do that? Zen, you seeing this shit? Well, that's none of my business. I have more important questions on my mind. Hey, Zen! We found Zen sitting near the campfire with his mechanical leg detached and laid out across his lap. Legs, what's on the menu? Legs, what's on the menu? How could Malik do that anyways? This is a good CG. He appeared to be disassembling it. Several cogs and gears glittered on a cloth beside him, lit by firelight. What could you possibly need from this humble merchant, Lady Ash? You seem to be pretty good with your hands. If it wasn't for the claws, I don't mean... And looked up at that. Oh my, well, if you're interested in my wares... No, I was just observing. Did you damage your leg? Just keeping up with the necessary maintenance for it. Cost a leg, so... Wait, that can't be the only reason you're talking to me. Perhaps you're interested in a new blade, sharpening stone. Beauty products? Just kidding. You're already beautiful as you are. I don't intend to buy anything. I just wanted to ask about your relationship with Sarita. Then, why didn't you just say so? He returned his attention to his leg. She was just very kind to us newborns. She saved my sister from another demon's attack, and we're forever grateful to her for it. We followed her for some time, you know. Before she took you under her wing, I suppose. Then we split up. Why would you split from her? Well, back then we found you severely injured, and she nursed you till you recovered. You could see she was unable to handle protecting 3 children at once, so we left. Yeah, priorities! That must have been, I mean, you had to leave Serena, because, He decided to put his equipment down and face you. I don't have anything against you, honestly. You were literally a baby. It's just, back then, we turned into Light Eaters much earlier than most others. The realm was, in fact, still very active. Mai and I used our powers frequently. Turns out, harnessing the realm's power is a surefire way to gain strength. So we got accepted into a stronger clique. We became bullies, you know? Serena disapproved, of course, but we just had to. We didn't want to be a burden. In fact, by joining a stronger clique, we were able to divert all the bullying away from her, and thanks to that, she could continue protecting other children, like you. With harnessing the realm's power so much, would you not become Hellraisers? Sorry, didn't mean to just blurt that out. Oh, you worried about me? I'm so happy. Mai's more gifted than I am. She doesn't need to rely on using the realm's power, so, she does most of the heavy lifting. I see. I'm glad we got to meet people like Serena and your sister. Where's she now? Oh, she's fine. You don't need to think about that. Don't worry about it. Then? No, really. If you think on it too much, you'll go bald. Fine, then. That was all I wanted to know. Oh, but now I get to ask you a question, don't I? Shoot. Is Serena doing okay? Oh, yes, she is. We went our separate ways a year ago because she wanted to settle down and live a peaceful life. I wanted something better. Don't we all? Well, I sincerely hope you find what you're looking for. You too. Night, Zen. Night. Stay safe. Rooting for them to find each other. It was pretty late at night, so you decided to rest and conserve your energy. Who knows what tomorrow would bring? Who knows what next week will bring? Right, I forgot this first chapter here is called Assassin. Assassin. So this is going to be Saturdays until further notice. God, I love this game. God, I need a lozenge. I wonder if I can do a quick 10 p.m. run to get a lozenge. Surely it can't be that... Actually, does pepper spray expire? Should I get another one? Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Hepcat. Thank you. I really adore this so much. The temptation is really strong to go to the CG gallery and pull up that Hug CG from before. But I have 100%ed this game. If I open the CG gallery, all of you will be blasted with spoilers among spoilers. I mean, I made a 10 p.m. run for butter once. Chris, are you a Pokemon protagonist? On one hand, where you are might be risky. New York City, baby. Joy Curbs' birthday stream's still ongoing, so I'm gonna send you guys to her. Frankly, this game has like over 80 CGs. There's so many, and they're so good. Oh. And I love them. I completely forgot in what context Zen can have a romance with the princess. But I love all the side romances. And I love all the side enemy-mances. Thank you. And again, please check out the game up in the pins. Game's good. all games good, did you know that? Yeah, good night, Cat. Now, before I destroy your eardrums with more coughing, I'll send you off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.